In 1986, I penned a short story so profound, I feared it might set the world ablaze. I decided, to hell with caution. I sent this masterpiece to every magazine in the world. All of them declined to publish it, in fear, no doubt. Such was the reality of the 1980s, a wondrously pointless decade devoted to cocaine, money, Reagan, Don Johnson, and cocaine. I missed the money most of all. It allowed me to buy cocaine. But without further ado, I give you, for the first time anywhere, Dear Anne.
We made love in the ocean. Our thrashing attracted sharks by the dozen, and the only thing keeping them at bay, our passion. Once upon a time we defeated sharks, perfect predators with our love. Now we're just more chum, teasing infinite teeth. My name is Anne Beaumont. For years I have lived with the devil. Wealthy as he is, money cannot, should not hide the truth. I am a young woman, withering on the vine like grapes left to rot by a spiteful vineyard owner who would rather see his property decay than provide even one sumptuous sip for another. And I fear the time is coming when I will be nothing but an old woman in a rocking chair, insane and knitting. Whether the knitting will cause the madness I cannot say, though I feel certain it won't help. I hate knitting almost as much as I hate my husband. God forgive me. I know I made a sacred vow. Foolish girl, if only you knew what you were doing. There in the chapel by the Blue Barn, surrounded by friends and family. Oh, darling Aunt Claire, with your ear horn in place, catching every honey-dripping vow he wrote himself. Cousin Lorna, sitting with her unibrow knotted in envy. My father, dead, but his will insisting we bring the corpse to the ceremony, he still looked on with a kind of joy, my heart melting at his happiness. Our kiss, made to seal the bonds tied by God. The groom, his lips lied as he kissed. He lied. The beautiful days he promised did not lie ahead. The gold road turned out to be painted bullshit. Too young to know better, I believed I would know love by the sound. His words would ring true. I was certain I could tell, but as I've come to find, a sensual touch can distract any ears. In the throes of passion, I was deaf to reality. Oh, I can't deceive anyone, even myself. He knew how to give it to me. Sometimes, despite my disgust, I long for his powerful, deft lovemaking, such thoughts inspiring a need to cut myself with razor blades. Kill the lust! Kill it! He is nothing a woman should want. It is all a woman could want. The paradox sizzles my synapses, heating my brain into a fever. Am I delirious with that fever? No, just booze and pills. Kind booze, burning the world out of sight, out of mind. Soothing pills harvested in Mexico last October when I went down to Cabo for Cinco de Mayo. Apparently Spanish is more than just sexy sounds, it's real words. Booze and pills, my friends, my only friends. What would I say to myself, given the chance? Funny, I can address the past more easily than I can the future, yet have no control over it. Perhaps that's what makes it so easy. What I have to say doesn't matter. Still, it feels good to say something. Perhaps even write a letter. Wouldn't it be something? Mailing a letter to my past self and saying, Dear Anne, you've just turned 18. What an age. If I could go back to any time in my life, it would be 23, but 18 is a close second. Pet the cats for me. I do every day, only it's not the same when they're taxidermy statues. Enjoy them while they're still alive. Like your brother. I know he doesn't seem to like you, but his suicide note will prove otherwise. He just doesn't know how to express himself emotionally since being molested by ice cream makers. Another fact the suicide note makes plain. Love him while he's still around to be loved. He won't be for much longer. 2 days, tops. I don't remember exactly. There was a lot going on then. 18. You're about to meet a man named Wesley Bent. He'll be walking along the beach after Amber Gerhardt's party. By the by, don't wear that black dress with the purple lining. I know it makes you look like liquid sex, pure joy, and everyone wants a sip. But Ellen Grant is going to wear the same thing, call you a copycat, and it won't end well because that bitch can scratch the shit out of cleavage. Can you tell how the years have hardened you? Is my voice so rough, it smooths wood like sandpaper? I suppose it is, and you'll understand why if you say hello to Wes Bent. You'll be crying, breasts bleeding in an oddly seductive way, and Wes will approach like a knight in shining armor. He'll say everything you need to hear to dry your eyes, and if you fall for it, the whirlwind courtship that follows will make women the world over jealous. Oh, you'll have a grand time, jetting from icy Chicago to joyful Japan, or sushi, before flying to the top of the Eiffel Tower. Private candlelit cocktails for two. You'll flood the plains, as they say, when he shows you your own Alaskan country estate, populated by reindeer and 2 silver foxes you can call pets, Domingo and Poppy. They're wonderful. Don't let it go to your head. Despite such gifts, fabulous, incredible gifts, you owe Wes Bent nothing. Giving up yourself for money makes you nothing but a whore. I'm a whore, Anne, and just because I'm you doesn't mean you have to be me. After the wedding, the real man comes out. In fact, pass that advice on to all your friends. After the wedding, the real man comes out. I'll wait a moment while you commit it to memory, or write it down. Don't use that lavender pen, though. It's childish, and you need to stop that shit. Like I said, after the wedding, the real man comes out. It starts almost casually. Following the honeymoon, he throws you out the 3rd-story window of your oceanfront mansion. Oh, you survive, but are plunged into a coma for 2 weeks. You'll emerge to accusations he performed a simple judo maneuver, tossing you out the window as you tried to stab him. Such lies. If you, wanted to stab him, we'd do it in his sleep, not after drinking 8 martinis in the bowling alley in the basement, lamenting the prenuptial we signed, and developing a shockingly thin plan to feign some midnight burglary gone wrong. The rest of the years will drift by in a haze of pills and booze, and occasional angry sex following intense shouting matches. You tried to kill me! I'm bored! Kiss, kiss. Love is madness. 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 Together forever to the end of time. Well, if not time, then at least one of us. I won't divorce him. He won't leave me. I find it funny how love, marrow deep love, can sour, turn to spite that runs just as deep. Wes says he still loves me. What a lie. If he loves me, why won't he die for me? That's your future, dear. The love that's soured. Sincerely, you.
There are those who say, I wrote this to spite my 3rd wife. The fact I don't remember her at all is proof enough she never existed. Yet the burden of genius is that sometimes you craft fiction so real, people assume it must have a basis in reality. Did I know a woman named Carrie Ann Capelli who accused me of marrying her for her money, who disappeared in the summer of 1983 and was never heard from again? Maybe. And sure, some aspects of Dear Anne reflect my own reflections, such as true love would just drown in the tub, not thrash about making a mess. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.